Recording. Oh, all right. I think we're recording. Hello, and welcome again to Weird Soda for Life. It says, let everyone know they're being recorded. So, Julia, you are being recorded.
It says it. You're recording the call.
It betrayed me. What a narc.
It did. Oh, terrible.
Well, anyway, welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. I have, as you can see, a guest star. You've seen her before. She's done the do with us before. It's Julia, my sister.
The sister weird.
This is the sister weird because the weird sister is copyrighted by Harry Potter and Warner Brothers. TM. Today we're leaning into the fall theme of, fall. It's cold here in Michigan. I'm not sure what the weather's like in Tennessee.
We have like maybe 3 yellow leaves on the trees, and it is not sweaty hot outside. So it's fall.
It is cold and rainy, and I hate it. But here we are. So, leading into the fall spirit, we have Mountain Dew's Voo-Dew. So, a little bit about Mountain Dew Voo-Dew. This is actually the 4th year that this has come out. Every year it's a new flavor. 2019 was a candy corn flavor. That was okay. 2020 was a fruit candy explosion. 2021 is a fruit candy chew, and we don't know what flavor this is. They all look the same, so the color doesn't give us anything. But talking a little bit about the label, it's pretty neat. I'm showing you the sugar one. What I really like is some details here. You can see down here where it's got 1, 2, 3 on gravestones because this is the 4th iteration.
That's cute.
I believe this is the Voo-Dew Ghoul. And so that's kind of like the mascot. They change him up every year. The first year I want to say it was an orange, which befits the candy corn. And 2020 I believe he was red. 2021 I believe he was blue. And this year he's like a purple and orange. Something neat about this though. First things first, we won't know the flavor until Halloween. That's when they announce what the official flavor theme is. And another really cool thing is that, as you can see, unlike every other year, there's actually a 0 sugar flavor. I, for one, like the design of this a little better. I don't know, I guess Coca-Cola does this too with their zeros, where they have it like, it's dark, and it's a dark label as opposed to like their normal standard. Well, in the Coke's thing, it's usually like white, but splashed on the red. But I'm not sure if that's just become some sort of unofficial soda standard or not. But I like I like the sleekness of the black. I've done a lot of talking. So before we try anything, Julia, have you tried any of these Voo-Dews before?
No, I haven't. I didn't even know that this was a thing that they did. I'm not super adventurous. As you can see, I'm a big Diet Mountain Dew person. That's what I drink all the time. But I'm happy to try this. And I'll tell you why. I'm sure that they make the 0 sugar one have a cuter label because they have to entice you to drink it.
Probably. I mean, though, as we've talked about in some of these other videos, the Mountain Dew 0 sugar was bad, and so was the Baja Blast 0 sugar. But we've had Spark's been pretty good, and there was a couple other ones we've had that I think 0 sugar has been good too. I kind of chalk that up to the citrusy sort of flavors of the soda. I'm not sure, but like I'm hopeful that they've sort of figured it out, because if not, this is probably going to be a bad time. So
I hope not.
So as the guest, usually I go sugar first because I deserve something nice, and then I jump over to the 0 sugar, so at least I know I have something good to come back to if it's bad.
Right.
But as the guest, you are allowed to allowed. Please choose the order in which we try our do.
And as the guest, I will just go with whatever you usually do. So let's do the regular.
So let's do the regular sugar do.
Let's Voo-Dew it.
Boo! How dare Voo-Dew? No.
Voo-Dew, no.
Okay, let's see.
I had to pick the least stickiest one at the store, but it's a little sticky.
So
that sounds familiar.
You know what it smells like? Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, okay. That would make sense that I would understand the smell, but I can't place it because I don't eat Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, it smells sour, but like not like funky sour, like the sugar sour, like
Yeah, sour, like sour flavoring.
yeah, sour flavoring. Like sour. I said Sour Patch Kids. They got those sour punch straws. You know.
Yeah, whatever. Like the sour airheads, any kind of sour gummy.
Yeah, anything that's got that like weird powder on it or
Yeah.
silly powder that smells that's sugary but sour.
Yeah,
That's what it
that's
smells like. So,
well, I
all
don't
right,
really
here we
like sour things, so let's see how this goes. You know, that smells like a whole lot more than it tastes like.
I gotta tell you though, I like sour candy and I like this, but
Yeah.
like you know when you eat a bunch of sour candy and your tongue feels like it's shriveling up in your mouth and
Yes,
dying, that is happening
exactly.
right now.
Yeah. It's like the it's like sour candy, but you can just taste the sour. It's not like remarkably sweet the way that sour candy usually is to balance out the sour.
I would disagree. So I think it's interesting we're having different experience.
Yeah.
Is I mean, not that it's super sweet. I agree with you there. It's not like when you drink normal dew, it's like, wow, this is syrup with fizz in it. And for me, I love it because I'm a terrible trash panda. But like, you know, for this, I still taste the undercurrent of sweet, but it really is like a layer for which the bitter and sour can arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the it's more of a base, but it's not like the main attraction. The main attraction is definitely the sour.
Yeah. But honestly, it's also not as sour as I thought it was going to be because I usually just can't really stand any sort of sour thing because it makes my tongue shrivel up. But
Yeah.
this is actually tolerable. It's good. I like it.
Yeah. I would purchase this again. I would purchase this when it comes out for real, not for play, I guess. But
Real,
uh
real. Oh no.
anyway, but you know, that gives me some hope, but it also I've
Yeah.
been burned before, and then also with zero sugar or anything, sometimes the flavor gets turned up to 11. So
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Let's
let's
see.
see how this goes. Well,
It smells sort of the same, but not as strong.
yeah, I was gonna say it smells pretty similar. There's that undercurrent of sour, but like not yeah, not as strong.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Oh, I jumped the gun. That's a zero sugar.
Yeah.
What I notice about zero sugars that I've tried, which I haven't tried as many as you, they always taste a little bit more chemically to me. And this one sort of does the same thing where the flavor is overtaken by the chemically taste.
I I could see that. I could see that because you can definitely taste the fact that there's not like sugar in it.
Yeah.
Um it really just felt like a more dulled experience. You know how we were talking about with the smell not being as strong? The taste wasn't as strong either. It was it- unlike this, which tasted like its own flavor, right? You know, this very much tasted like somebody had a little bit of sour residue on their hands and decided to sprinkle it into your Diet Dew.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is a really gross visual, but I get what you're saying.
But I mean, it's not bad. If you're a zero sugar drinker and you kind of want the experience, I would say you get a lesser experience, but you do get a little bit of the sour. But it's not as good as the sugar one, which seems to be kind of an ongoing theme. And I also think going back to my ever weaving theory about zero sugar drinks and citrus, this doesn't have a lot of citrus in it. This one is not nearly as good. I think citrus flavors really cut through the zero sugar and make it a more balanced drink that's more pleasurable, at least for my palate. Um, so with that, would you buy either one of these again?
Um, To stray from my from my beloved Diet Mountain Dew regular, uh, I might buy this one if I was really wanting a something different.
But
But well, I mean, well, I'm not buying this. If you really can't drink sugar drinks or you just really don't want to drink sugar drinks, this is fine. But if you if you want the full experience, I would strongly recommend this one. I would buy this one maybe.
I would agree with you. As I said, I would drink the sugar one again. I wouldn't
Yeah,
go all. I wouldn't drink it every day, right?
yeah.
Just because I don't drink sugar sodas every day anyway. But like, if I will probably buy another bottle the next time I'm in a gas station. And I feel like having a sugar soda because it's limited edition. Don't know if I necessarily buy the zero sugar again. I'm not as desperately thirsty for moderately sour drinks. um, but so if you are intrigued by some of the other flavors, not you specifically, Julia, but you could also be intrigued.
I
Um,
agree.
so the previous Voo-Dews are coming back for a limited edition in the Dew store. So Mountain Dew has a store, and they sometimes put out limited release sodas. Um, One that they brought back was that Typhoon I had earlier this year, which was a fruit punchy. Um, but they're re-releasing the previous three flavors. Um, I'm thinking about maybe picking that up just for giggles, but we'll see how much Mountain Dew makes me pay for it. So before
I'd
I
be
do
really
that.
interested in trying that candy corn one. I love candy corn. I know it's a little divisive, but
Yeah, I don't have strong feelings about candy corn. I mean, if it shows up, I'm not going to turn it down. But really, I think its biggest use is for making little vampire teeth.
oh well. There are many things that can make vampire teeth, but candy corn is the best, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
love
fits better.
candy corn pumpkins.
Ah, ah, ah. But all right. Well, thank you for doing this with me. Doing this with me. Dang, I'm missing all these.
No.
Yes. But any last minute thoughts? Anything that we didn't discuss? Anything you want to plug?
Uh, nope. I'm sorry, I don't have a mixtape dropping or anything that I can sell to people.
Your name is Julia, and you're here to say you drink Mountain Dew in a major way.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that was so impressive.
I use that all the time. I'm so sad.
I liked it.
But all right. Well, in that case, thank you again. And for next week, I think I'm gonna go on ahead and try that Maui Burst. I know I've been putting it off, but like with the last bit of summer being dead to me here in Michigan, I might as well try to grasp on with both hands what's little I have left. So I think I'm gonna do that Maui Burst next week. But until next time, drink weird.